This is today's Daily Doom. Extra doom with the grandma's quilted, knitted doom. All right, here we are. This is March 26th, Sunday. Actually, this is Saturday. It's almost Sunday. Actually, this Sunday. It is truly Sunday now. It's 12:42 a.m., so it is now Sunday. It's actually March 27th, Central Time. Doom. We're not doing videos every day, so this is more like weekly doom. But today, what we're doing here is I'm going over some stuff. I found some interesting videos. I also found some interesting other information that I wanted to go over. And so, the Daily Doom. Dun dun dun, Daily Doom. All right, first I want to go over here. And this is the Japan. Let me get this down here so you can see this all the way. Here we are. Yeah, the Japan quakemap.com is what this is. This actually shows us every single earthquake that we've had. Look at the big one. Here's the big daddy of them all. Look at that. That thing was a huge cruncher. And so look at all these earthquakes that have taken place here in this little area. And so one of the things I've watched, there was this video by Dutch Sense that said that due to all these earthquakes taking place here on the continental shelf, what could conceivably happen? This is more of a hypothesis than it is a theory, where these walls right here. This is a 20,000-foot continental wall, and all these earthquakes here from that middle one have been taking place all over this bad boy. And since Japan is made from a sort of a volcano island, is how Japan was formed, there's lots of lava tubes underneath Japan. So it's hard to say, but there's said one theory is that Japan could literally fall into the ocean. And you know, I'm not a geologist, but just really interesting. If that were to occur, that would create the world's largest tsunami ever. It would be like, who knows how many, how many 100 feet, 200, 300, 400 feet tsunami wave, right? Come crashing into the west coast. But anyways, what I wanted to show you, I found this prophecy video from Edgar Cayce, and he mentioned this back in those days. So this is a 2-minute video. Then I'm going to come back and we're going to introduce you to Richi, this guy who lives in Japan, and get his story. And then we're also going to leave you today with a really powerful video showing how we're all connected. And so, keep love in your heart, and we have empathy and we help when we can. Let's be helpers, not harmers and hurters. Let's be, let's love, put it in our heart. So there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in this very delicate planet that we live on. And so we have to be the best that we can be, and we have to be honest. We have to have integrity. We have to have honor. We have to evolve, and we have to awaken. And that's what we're doing. And we're sharing that today. So there's a couple really great stories I want you guys to see, and we'll take it from there. All right. The first story we're going to be talking about today is a story about Edgar Cayce. And what Edgar Cayce did, he was a very interesting guy. It says here that he was the sleeping prophet. He was the father of holistic medicine here. But what he did was he gave a lot of psychic readings, which is very interesting. He would go into a sleep hypnotic state, or he would literally just be under. And his wife would write down the things that he would say. And so over time he became more of a medical clairvoyant. But this is really interesting. But he also sort of picked up some other things, and he talked about some other things. He answered some questions like, what are the secrets of the universe, and what is my purpose in life, and how can I cure my arthritis, and this and that. So he just answered a ton of questions in this hypnotic state. If you want to know more information about him, I'd recommend going to Google videos and typing in Edgar Cayce. You find a bunch of them that are really interesting. But here's a clip from a show from 1994 called the Ancient Prophesies.
He was able to tap the so-called universal mind. He was able to tap that level of awareness where all of us are linked together. All that has ever happened on this planet has left an impression. And Edgar Cayce was able to tune into that like a good radio receiver picks up a radio wave.
The earth will be broken up in the western portion of America. The greater portion of Japan must go into the sea.
Many of the premonitions Cayce supposedly received involved cataclysmic Earth changes at the end of this century, including polar shifts that would reverse the Earth's magnetic field.
There will be a shifting of the poles so that what has been a frigid land will become the more tropical.
There were readings that pointed to change that would be big enough so that the Great Lakes emptied directly into the Gulf of Mexico, changes in the general sea coastlines.
What is the coastline now of many a land will be the bed of the ocean.
Cayce gave some predictions that are pretty grim, that are somewhat frightening. He did talk about the destruction of New York and the western portion of America.
Los Angeles, San Francisco, all of these will be among those that will be destroyed before New York even.
January the 3rd, 1945, Edgar Cayce died, but his prophecies live on.
Doom. All right. So, yeah, so I wanted to show that video because I watched that and I go, wow, that's really interesting, because I like to watch those old school videos, and so I ran across that the other day, and so I found that kind of peculiar with that other information that I saw, so I wanted to share that. Next up, we have Richi Miyakawa, and this guy is out of Tokyo, and he's had some really interesting videos popping up here the last couple of days showing what's going on and sort of taking it and putting a really human face on the tragedy. And so I wanted to share these videos. So coming up, this is Richi telling you how it is currently out there in Tokyo. So don't buy the mass media. Listen to see what's really going on.
Hey world, it's Richi from Japan, Tokyo. As you all know, on March 11th of 2011, this magnitude 9.0 earthquake has occurred. The news programs are telling you what is happening in the center of the disaster areas. But I'm here today to tell you guys what is happening locally in Japan, Tokyo. And Tokyo is about 350 kilometers away from Miyagi, which was the center of the disaster areas. The reason why I decided to do this is because I thought the mass media is telling things from the bird's view, but I wanted to share the situation going on around me from the worm's view, because not only in Miyagi or in Fukushima, but even here in Tokyo, our daily life has changed in many ways. Alright, now let's see what's happening in the other food market that I know. Let's get in. Sold out, sold out, sold out, everything sold out, everything. Look at this, everything is sold out in Tokyo, Japan. People buy food, drinks, bread, yogurt, jellos. Look at the food corner. This is the food corner and they sell nothing today. And this is me, Richi, hi. And I like to listen to music. Here I have my little lovely toy piano. I am now 22 years old. I am going to graduate from Nihon University College of Art this month. I live with my family, my dad, Yosuke, my mom, Sachiko, and my little brother, Shinji.
Hello world, this is Shinji. I like Eminem very much.
In my school days, I usually have fun chatting with my friends and making jokes with my friends. In my university, I studied drama. This is a video of us practicing for a play. I performed the part of Picham in the famous German play, Three Penny Opera.
Do I have a girlfriend? Well, it's a pity to tell you that I have had no girlfriend in my whole life. And, okay, so...
We're all connected to each other biologically, to the earth chemically, to the rest of the universe atomically.
I think nature's imagination is so much greater than man's. He's never gonna let us relax.
We live in an in-between universe where things change alright, but according to patterns, rules, or as we call them, laws of nature.
I'm this guy standing on a planet. Really, I'm just a speck. Compared with a star, the planet is just another speck. To think about all of this, to think about the vast emptiness of space. Billions and billions of stars, billions and billions of specks.
The beauty of a living thing is not the atoms that go into it, but the way those atoms are put together. Cosmos is also within us. We're made of star stuff. We are away of the cosmos to know itself. Across the sea of space, the stars are alerts. We've traveled this way before, and there is much to be learned. We're all connected to each other biologically, to the earth chemically, to the rest of the universe atomic. Find it elevating and exhilarating to discover that we live in a universe which permits the evolution of molecular machines as intricate and subtle as we. I know that the molecules in my body are traceable to phenomena in the cosmos. That makes me want to grab people in the street and say, have you heard this? The beauty of a living thing is not the atoms that go into it, but the way those atoms are put together. The cosmos is also within us. We're made of star stuff. We are away of the cosmos to know itself.
There's this tremendous mass of waves all over in space, which is the light bouncing around the room, going from one thing to the other. And it's all really there, really there. But you gotta stop and think about it, about the complexity, and really get the pleasure. It's all really there, really there. The inconceivable nature. To think about all of this, to think about the vast emptiness of space. Billions and billions of stars, billions and billions of specks. The beauty of a living thing is not the atoms that go into it, but the way those atoms are put together. The cosmos is also within us. We're made of star stuff. We are away of the cosmos to know itself. Across the sea of space, the stars are alerts. We've traveled this way before, and there is much to be learned.